Major Vic Deak Deakins, John Travolta, and Captain Riley Hale, Christian Slater, are skilled pilots in the United States Air Force, stationed in the southwestern United States. After a tense sparring match, where Deak imparts some valuable advice to Hale on dodging an opponent's blow, the two are assigned to a highly classified mission involving a B-3 stealth bomber, a fictional, advanced version of the real B-2 Spirit bomber, carrying two B-83 nuclear bombs. Deakins and Hale depart from Whiteman Air Force Base on a nighttime training exercise over Utah, with the two live nuclear weapons on board. After successfully evading Air Force radar during the exercise, Deakins begins a friendly conversation to distract and shoot Hale. A struggle ensues, ending when Deakins ejects Hale. He then releases the bombs from the plane without detonating them. When the Air Force Base regains radar contact with the aircraft, Deakins reports, "Hale's lost it. I'm punching out," and ejects, leaving the plane to crash into a mountainside over the Utah canyons. A search and rescue team is sent to recover the warheads. They do not find the warheads in the plane's payload bay wreckage and report a broken arrow, a situation wherein nuclear weapons are missing. The team later locates the warheads in a canyon but are killed while recovering them by mercenaries, including Sergeant Kelly, Howie Long, a corrupt member of the team. Deakins arrives moments later and plots his next move with Pritchett, Bob Gunton, the operations financier. Meanwhile, Hale survives the ejection and is found by Park Ranger Terry Carmichael, Samantha Mathis, whom, after a brief standoff, he convinces to help him track down Deakins and foil his plot. After recovering the weapons from a hijacked Humvee and escaping to a nearby copper mine, Hale attempts to disable them using a safety feature which would render them unusable by intentionally entering the arming code incorrectly. Deakins, however, had anticipated this scenario, and Hale inadvertently arms the warhead. Unable to disarm the warhead, Hale decides to hide the unarmed weapon deep inside an abandoned mine to prevent it from being used elsewhere. Deakins soon arrives, securing the warhead and leaving Hale and Terry to die in the impending explosion. As Deakins escapes, a helicopter pursues him, while mercenaries move forward with their plan to blackmail the government, threatening to detonate the warhead in a civilian area. Pritchett reprimands Deakins for allowing the helicopter to follow, but Deakins, fed up with his constant complaints, silences him by crushing his throat with a flashlight. Meanwhile, Hale and Terry manage to escape the mine through an underground river just moments before the bomb detonates. The explosion's EMP disables the NES team sent to recover the warhead, causing their helicopter to crash and explode. Hale and Terry track Deakins to a motorboat, where he plans to transport the remaining warhead. While trying to steal the boat, Terry is forced to hide on board as Deakins moves the warhead. Military forces, believing Deakins' last transmission that Hale had lost his mind, arrest Hale. However, Hale manages to convince them of the truth. Hale deduces that Deakins intends to move the warhead on board a train and sets off in a helicopter to find the train and hunt down the remaining mercenaries. Deak had left an ID tag from a Salt Lake City hospital on the boat he'd used to escape. Believing that Deak will try to hide the bomb in the radiology department of the hospital, task forces are sent to Salt Lake City to intercept Deak if he arrives there. Hale thinks that Deak is trying a classic rope-a-dope, planting the Salt Lake ID to send the pursuit in the wrong direction. Hale suggests that since they have Salt Lake secured, they should check out Denver to the east. Hale's hunch is right and the pursuit finds Deak's train heading east. Aboard the train, Hale finds Terry, whom Deakins has tried, unsuccessfully, to threaten into arming the weapon. A gunfight ensues in which the helicopter that Hale was on with Colonel Wilkins, Delroy Lindo, is destroyed, and Wilkins and most of Deakins' mercenaries are killed. With his own helicopter sabotaged by Hale and his plan falling apart, Deakins decides to detonate the nuke early. Kelly, realizing they will have no chance to get away in time, holds Deakins at gunpoint and demands he disarm the weapon. As the train passes over a viaduct, Hale leaps into the boxcar and kicks Kelly out to his death below. Terry detaches the rear section of the train with the bomb from the front, but soon gets into a shootout with the engineer, resulting in the engineer falling on the train brakes and causing the train to stop. However, the detached boxcars continue to coast at high speed. Deakins, still in possession of a remote that can either disarm or detonate the bomb instantly, forces Hale to drop his gun and challenges him to a hand-to-hand fight. Hale uses his greater speed to match Deakins' strength, ultimately winning their rematch from the night before. Hale leaps out of the train at the last second with the weapon's remote control and disarms it. As he does so, the detached boxcars slam into the halted front half of the train. The impact from the collision propels the disarmed warhead into Deakins' chest, and the entire train derails, exploding in a fireball, incinerating Deakins. Hale survives and finds a $20 bill fluttering on a twig in the debris, the same $20 bill Deakins had won from him earlier during their boxing practice, plus the nuclear warhead, damaged but intact. He then finds Terry and they formally introduce themselves to each other amidst the wreckage.